What if Flash Thompson became Spider-Man? Now, there are two stories that explore this idea, but this is the one that came out much more recently for your understanding. Flash Thompson's story as Spider-Man begins relatively similar to Peter's. He initially tries to make a quick buck as a professional wrestler with these newfound abilities, but Flash always saw himself as the hero type. So that fateful night when a burglar ran by, Flash didn't hesitate to stop him. Thus, Uncle Ben was never killed. Flash himself decided that he should commit to this full-time, so he dropped out of school to become Spider-Man full-time. And while J. Jonah Jameson was initially skeptical, he quickly was singing the Spider-Man's praises. And that's because Flash's take on the Spider-Man was much more brutal than what we're used to, making both police and citizens alike afraid of him. One thing that remained the same in this universe, though, was Peter Parker's job, taking pictures of Spider-Man for the Daily Bugle. Though he wasn't doing this so they could afford rent, as Uncle Ben was still alive. He was doing it so he could afford the treatment for his very sick Aunt May. And while he was able to get the money together, unfortunately the truck carrying the necessary substances for the treatment was hijacked by someone called the Master Planner. After all Peter's hard work, and it's still just going to be ripped away from them. So he seeks out help from the one person he knows can help save his aunt. He put a tracking device on the Spider-Man suit and discovered it was Flash Thompson, who is enraged at the sight of Peter. Peter is begging and pleading for the Flash's help to save his Aunt May. But Flash is just going off, screaming at Peter, "Shut up, you ruined my life!" And in a moment of weakness, he explodes with rage, punching at Peter with all his strength, which would be a fatal blow. Flash, realizing what he's just done, sets out on a mission to make amends, going after the Master Planner to get the shipment to the hospital in order to save Aunt May. And it turns out the Master Planner is none other than Doc Ock. By using Doc Ock's arms against him, Spider-Man brings the whole building down, crushing both Doc Ock and himself. Now, even though this is a story on a distant parallel world, there are some moments that always occur. They are so critical to the fabric of reality that they repeat indefinitely. And Flash is about to have one of those moments. As he says, "All my life, I wanted people to look up to me. Sports star, big man on campus, captain of the football team. But what was I really? What am I really? A bully. A killer. I'm no hero, and for once in my lousy life, I can stop thinking about those who I want to love me and who I hate. I can stop being afraid that I'm not good enough. Because I'm not. I'm not a hero." Flash was able to secure the shipment, make sure it got to the hospital, and saved Aunt May's life. A boy who would have lived, died. And a man who would have died, lives. Even in a multiverse spun by chances, choices matter. And in the moment when Flash could have rejected the truth about the man he'd become, he chose otherwise. And that choice made all the difference.